Hi, how are ya? Welcome to the Siliou universe. Today we have another character profile that we're going to be looking at. Again, this is someone who is featured prominent throughout. We're going to actually be looking at Xandou today. So this is Xandou just here as a young boy. You can see him just there. Xandou is a Giliou. So the Giliou are guards of the Siliou. So that's why it's Giliou, because they're Siliou protectors basically. So the Siliou is obviously the world that they're involved in terms of gravitational force and pull. So the Siliou keeps all the planets together. Xandou is a part of the Giliou, who are like staunch protectors of the Siliou. So basically the balance of travel and ensuring people who don't have the ability to maybe vector or don't have strong powers in the hierarchy that they are actually represented. So it was actually Giliou the Wise who was the first one to develop the species. He left the Felrin capital, so Felrin city on Felrin planet, to develop his own people when they obviously split. So this is after the time of Homo captiosus ability with aura. So you will read about that. There will be a prequel in the next series that will have all this explanation of what happened at the dawn of this Siliou beginning. But basically, Xandou is on Rivalex, one of a famous Giliou, Bokujov, moved to Rivalex and set up 4-star. So his city is 4-star and the Giliou are in 4-star. So you've got Laos with Kaianan, and she's at the manor. And then you also have Sile on Rivalex as well, which is the necromancers. But we meet Xandou. He's just come to meet Xandou in book 1. He is been with Kaianan for a while, or with the Gorgon royal family, looking after or becoming her Giliou guardian protector. So Xandou is definitely, as I've mentioned the word protector, he is I guess a staunch advocate for morals. He's very strong on the right thing to do. He's very stubborn about these types of things. He wants to protect Kaianan with every being of his entirety. He does come across as a little bit of a control freak because of that, but he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart. Everything that he strives toward is because he lost his family when he was quite a young boy. And now he's just trying to recoup that and get that back. So he finds that his legacy and his, I guess, protection and security and making sure Kaianan is, healthy and not in harm's way is his way of saying, I couldn't protect my family when I was younger, but I can protect the new family that I've been given the duty to protect now. So as a Giliou guardian, he does have a lot of, that's natural instincts because they are the protectors of the Siliou. And that also comes with the fact that his race actually become, in the aura users, Giliou shielders. So they shield. Their main consensus as a people is to Laro thou may, protect and serve and protect all others without the ability to protect themselves. So he is a beautiful character. I think deep down, he just wants to be loved. I mean, don't we all? And yeah, you see him throughout book 1, book 2, book 3. We see him in the companion novel as well. And of course, he is a big component of our prequel as well. So that's Xandou. I'm going to read a quick extract out of book 1. If I can find the chapter. Here we go. All right. It was time to go home. The strong ocean aura enveloped his frame, and he ported to the very place where his vows to metrics were contrived. Empty, void, like he was. The luscious interior of azure and white suede walls behind gold-framed paintings of Giliou the Wise and his disciples cast a hollow nostalgia over him. Forster had all the attributes of home, but the palace was none of that now. He hid in a floor-length arch window when he arrived on the 2nd floor. He knew the building like the back of his hand, and for the first time he had to remain unseen. He continued on, keeping close to the rooms he knew were seldom used. He heard commotion further down the corridor and scrambled frantically inside an unlocked entry, closing the door shut and turning to see 2 seated Giliou women staring at him. Xandou, the one with thicker and wavier blonde hair, exclaimed. Yasmix, he greeted her in a hopeful tone. The dark-skinned shielder ran to him. Warmth radiated from her, and Xander could see her eyes glisten bright blue as she reached him. She smiled through platinum white teeth and a shimmering silver lip ring before launching into him in a bear hug. So that's just one of the parts where he goes on, I guess, a little adventure to Forster. I like to stop a little bit short, so you want to find out what's more inside the chapter. Yeah, Xandu finds a lot of growth throughout the entire series. Again, he represents his Giliou people quite well, and very much, we can all relate. Sometimes we want to shield and protect people, and of course, that's a big trait of mine as well. Again, I don't have favorites, but yeah, he has a soft spot in my heart too. I'd love to know what you think of the series so far. If you haven't already, jump on my website and you can purchase the whole set signed till the end of the year for $155.95. That's Australian, and that includes the Australian price, and that includes free delivery Australia-wide at the moment. So they make great gifts. I also am getting all your feedback as well. So if you are contacting me, I am getting it, and I'm going to get through the characters and also get through some breakdowns of the books eventually too, just to kind of let you know the crux of where they're going and how they're going. But yeah, in the meantime, enjoy the Siliou universe, and as always, vector safely.